All right, what's good, everyone? This is gonna be a quick live stream because, well, I don't know why. I feel like making it a quick live stream. So, but I want to just speak on something. Like a lot of you guys try to make this whole spiritual shit, or I don't even want to say spiritual shit, but just because remember I told you like spirituality is just another word people use for just trying to accomplish what they set forward to do and be in alignment with being with self. But everyone tries to make it look like you got to work hard. And if you're working hard in life, you're doing something wrong. You're not supposed to work hard. And when I say you're not supposed to work hard, I mean you're not supposed to fucking work hard. If something that you're doing is hard work, that means you're forcing yourself to do it or you're mentally fucking retarded and you need to change your mind so hard work isn't hard work. So if you're a fat ass and you need to go on a diet, and you think it's hard work to get skinny, you're a fucking retard or you're a fucking retard because if you change your mind to not be a fucking fat ass, you'll want to eat healthy and eating healthy wouldn't be hard. You see what I'm saying? So life is not supposed to be hard. If it's hard, it means you have a mental illness and you have a retardation problem and you're focusing on things that aren't important. Like there's so many things in life to get you from not focusing on self. Like so many distractions. Like there's like this is why I said on my last post, like there's so much shit on social media bombarded every day that's unimportant. Like especially with these news networks and these social media platforms and all these YouTube channels, people just running their fucking mouth talking about dumb, stupid shit that means nothing. Like it annoys me because it programs your mind to think something's important. Oh, I'm working hard. Oh, I need to be emotionally upset because of this, or this angers me, or this is all of this shit is to keep you from focusing on self. So that you have these preconceptions that life is supposed to be hard. I'm supposed to like you got a bunch of people working at McDonald's for the past 10 years of their fucking life, wasting their time thinking that they're working hard, they're getting somewhere. Remember back in 2021, 2020, we had the era where oh, you can make money off social media, build your business, do all that. Not to say you can't do it, but all those people, they worked hard doing it because that's not something they want to do. So what they did was get in a comfortable position, get a shitty bum ass job, fuck off all this time, and then now, few years later, they're still at the same place, and none of that shit came into fruition because they had a wrong perception about it, and they were working hard. They weren't in alignment because when you're in alignment with being yourself, you don't have to work hard. Everything flows to you. But then, like I said, there's so many distractions, so many things that people feel they need to accomplish, and it gets you into the mindset of I need to have this now. Why don't I have this? And then you start doing physical things to get certain shit, and you don't be yourself. Like you got so many people worrying about this is why you think so many people are broke and don't have money or they don't have the shit that they want to like fuck the money, but just shit in general. Because me, I don't give a fuck about money in general, and a lot of people who be say, oh, you're supposed to care about money, and it's not that I don't make money, you stupid fuck, is that I don't give a fuck about it. Like I don't care about it like that. So if I can, I will give up. I will sacrifice $30,000 just to have time. So if somebody said you could make 100K, but I have to spend 3 more hours of my life, I will sacrifice fucking 40K or 70K just to make only 30K a month if it means me having more time. That's how I don't give a fuck. That's what I mean when I don't give a fuck about money. I just do it, make enough to so I can survive. And plus, I don't need a lot. I don't consume. I don't like 99% of shit because it fucking is disgusting and it gets me sick and it's just nasty as fuck. I don't like most food out there. I don't like most shit. So I'm very minimalistic. And it's not something I have to work hard towards. It's just something that it just comes naturally to me. But I forgot where I was going on. Like, if you have to work hard in life, then there's something wrong. This is why I remember what I was saying. This is why a lot of people are just so fucked up and like down bad because the things that they're supposed to be doing, they're distracted and they think that they need to physically go about it. Like you'll see some stupid ass bum ass bitch with like 3 kids working 3 jobs saying, well, I gotta survive. I gotta survive. Bitch, you've been fucking living check to check for like how many fucking years? Obviously, you should go back to the drawing board, do something And but like I said, you can't tell people shit. People have to learn, and then they complain why, oh, life is this way, life is this way. I gotta work hard, I gotta pay bill, live rent to rent. And they try to make them look like a victim. But bitch, you got a fucking addiction. You eat fucking cupcakes and fucking play lottery tickets every goddamn fucking day. You waste time and you waste money on consuming dumb shit. You go have 20,000 Netflix accounts and you buy clothes here and there, and then you complain why you don't have no money. Bitch, that's not anyone's fault but your own fault. You were programmed by the mainstream media. You haven't deprogrammed yourself, or in some people's case, I don't even think they can deprogram themselves. But you haven't done shit to actually get to realize none of that shit is important. So now you're trying to uphold a bunch of shit, and then now you got to work hard to get shit. You got to work hard and try hard and all this. And it never works. Anybody who works hard, they're not successful unless they're like in like the Matrix, and like, you know, like the Matrix, like these puppets and these like faggot ass presidents and these political people, like people like that. They have to work hard and try hard. And even the ones they don't, spiritually, they have to work hard and try hard, because all the shit they're doing is creating a lot of tension for their spirit. So they're damned eternally because of all the working hard and tension they're putting on their spirit. Their spirit's working hard to be a piece of shit. So like, even if it plays out as them having an easy life, their spirit is working hard, because all of that shit, like nothing's free in this world. All that shit they're doing in the government is adding on to their spirit. So they're going to be damned eternally. And it's going to play out as in like a whole bunch of negative shit that they're going to experience mentally that you don't want to ever experience. So like, this is why I say you're not supposed to work hard at all. Working hard is all a symptom of a mental illness. Like, you're mentally ill. How you say, oh, I'm trying to get to A. I'm trying to get the B, and I have to first go through A. It's hard. I have to work hard to get to B. But if you change your mind and you enjoy going to B, or you look at going to B in a different perception, then you're not working hard. It's easy. It's all a mind thing. You got to change your mind. Remember, like I said, with the fat ass, somebody said, oh, it's hard. I got to go on a diet. It's hard to lose weight. I have to eat apples and cherries, and I have to be vegan or this or whatever you got to do. I got to go to the gym. I have to lift these fucking weights because I'm a fat ass. And it's like, that's so hard. No, it's not as easy. It's hard because your fat ass is so lazy. You want to be a fat ass, but you don't want to be a fat ass. So you have to work hard to try to not be a fat ass, and it doesn't work for you. You end up failing. Even if you work out, you don't lose weight because your mind is so fucked up. Even if you do all the work and you eat healthy, your mind is so predicated on wanting to be a fat ass, and you're not eating healthy for the right reasons. You're just eating healthy and going to the gym so you can just have the feeling of not being a fat ass. You really don't want to intuitively be the better version of self. So it plays out like you still a fat ass, even though you eat healthy. So like, that's how it is. It gets that fucking deep. So that's why I say you don't want to work hard at all. Everything's supposed to flow and get in synchronicity and come to you. And that's really everything that you're supposed to do. Anytime you're working hard, you're not in alignment with spirit. You're not in alignment. Nothing's supposed to be hard. If it's hard, that means you're not in alignment. Once you change your mindset, it doesn't get hard. You have these idiots out here say, oh, life is not always fun and games. We all have depression. We all have anxiety. There's no good. Nigga, shut the fuck up, nigga. There's different levels of anxiety. Like I said in my previous video, just because you're depressed doesn't mean you're depressed. You can be depressed and only feel 1% of that depression, where somebody's depressed and they feel 100% of it. So you still feel depressed, but you're at 1%, and it doesn't even affect you. So you're living most of your life in a bliss, happy, peaceful state. And it's not blissed out like you're all smiling all the time. It's just, you don't give a fuck about shit. You don't need as much. Like me, I don't really give a fuck about shit as much as I used to. And I'm not saying it's an easy process, but like I said, if anything, that should be the only thing you have to work hard to, is getting in authenticity, not even getting authenticity, but sacrificing the things you don't need. Because everything is like it's a program. You got to deprogram. Once you deprogram, everything it's easy. But that should be the main thing, is deprogramming. The thing you work towards is deprogramming. Anything else should not be hard. It should not be hard to be a better version of self. It should not be hard to lose weight. It should not be hard to just do simple shit. Like, people say, oh, how do you do all these fasts? It's because like you have to have a certain mindset. It's easy because if you really want to do it and you have a mindset, then it's easy. Once you want the reward but you don't want to do the work, then that's what working hard is, because you're doing what you got to do. Like somebody who wants to, they work a shitty ass job but they're only doing it to make money. That's working hard. But if you're at that same shitty job but you love it, you're not working hard because it's something that you love doing. So you want to change your mindset about what the fuck you're going through. That's really what it is. And the first thing you gotta do is get rid of like all the distractions, the programming that they take. Like a lot, like 99% of content on the internet is fucking useless. Like I said in my last post, like they need to cancel these fucking news networks. They need to cancel. I don't know why the fuck CNN, Fox, it even exists. I don't know why. Like some people shouldn't even be able to make social media vlogs. Like blogging should be illegal, and they need to. I'm not saying, to be honest, when I watch some of these vloggers and some of these news networks, sometimes I kind of think they need to ban freedom of speech. Like some people shouldn't be free to say what the fuck they want to say. Like if you're fucking talking some black pill shit, if you're talking about 100% of the shit they spew on the news every day, you need to fucking have your freedom of speech banned. Like it should be illegal for CNN, Fox, everything. Like it's to a point where like I had to literally delete an Instagram account because there was so much bullshit on my feed and I couldn't really remove it because it was so ingrained in the feed. And then how they have the whole shit set up now is even if you make a new account, it always got to show bullshit on your feed. Like before, the algorithm used to be what you make it. Now the algorithm is more so like whatever the fuck it tells you plus what you make it. So it's half of it is the shit you're watching and the other half is shit that they want to just send you. So it's like a lot of bullshit that like you're forced to look at, and it's like it makes me not even like going on social media anymore because it's like so much just complete utter bullshit, and like shit like that, it distracts you and it programs your mind. Like this is why you see a lot of fucked up people out here, like everyone's saying, why is everybody changed? Why is everybody different? And they try to accumulate it to, oh, it's the economy. And like, bitch, the economy ain't that bad. If the economy, I'm not saying it shouldn't be better and shit doesn't need to change. Fuck these governments, but the economy ain't bad. Niggas ain't starving. Bitches are still going out here, going to work and doing they 9 to 5 dumbass shit. Ain't nobody really struggling that much, because when you go out and when you see a motherfucker homeless person steal from a store and you have the average person saying, oh, there's no reason to steal, the economy's not that bad. If niggas is out here robbing, stealing, and people are robbing fucking jewelry stores, and the average person who doesn't steal and rob is saying, I agree with them robbing, it's tough, then that's when the economy's bad. When you see motherfuckers trying to make it look like, oh, he's a criminal, he stole, the economy's not bad, because they don't understand why somebody, if a person doesn't understand somebody can do something negative, then this society ain't that bad. You see what I'm saying? We're not in, people say, oh, we're living a crazy world. We do, but it ain't that crazy where it's like you have no chance. So people just like to make up this bullshit because they watch a lot of stupid shit on the internet, and this social media, it fucks their brain up. So what people are consuming, watching on the news, this is what is making people like retarded. And plus we're in this shift. This shift is making people, is making you face your bullshit. So everything is like real. It's like the energy is more real when you're dealing with everyone, when you're dealing with people, when you're dealing with anything you're dealing with, even what you're consuming, eating, watching, you're looking at it from a more real lens. This is why like rap music is fucking lame. Back in the day, you could have rapped about like airing out somebody's fucking crib and you sold some fucking drugs to this stripper and beat the bitch ass and my bitch scam and she sells pussy, and you could have rapped about that shit and it seemed cool and shit because the energy was different. But like we're in a different shift where like if you rap about that shit, it's lame as fuck, and then it energy, we're just in a different time where shit is more real. You're looking at it like for what it really is. You're listening to the lyrics more. When you see that shit for what it is. So that's the shit. plus you have social media and these news networks and everything, broke programming everyone, and then it fucks up everyone's mind. So now they think, and this all ties into what I was saying about working hard, because now you have people thinking what success is. Like, people think success is having a lot of money, or success is overcoming what they will call your demons. I don't like saying that word demon because it's like religious and I don't really fuck with that shit. But whatever what they call demon is just a low, like a state that is not in alignment with self. That's acting like a demon. So that, I forgot what I was on, but pretty much, fuck, what the fuck was I saying? I had a fucking point. My bad, guys. Let me check. They want you pretty much acting like a fucking demon, which is not in alignment with self. Hold on, where's my YouTube? I had a point. It wasn't about that. It was something else. Oh yeah. Yeah. Success is about overcoming your demons. That's what success is about. It's about overcoming demons. Anything that has to do with success is what you overcome. So any problem or issue you have spiritually, emotionally, overcoming that is success. And when you overcome that, then everything that you want, everything physical, either it will come to you or you don't need it no more. You see what I'm saying? What the fuck is that? It's like a little thumb thing. I don't know if you guys can see it, but everything that you need and want, you either don't need and want it no more, or it comes to you. So you'll be in a position where, let's just say you want money. You either have money come to you, or you're in a position where you don't need it, or the things you spend money on, it comes to you. So it's like you're in a position where none of that shit fucking matters because you overcame what they will call the demon, which is not being inauthentic to who you are. So anytime when you're not yourself, they say that's a demon. They say like vibrational. It's just stupid ass words they make up to complicate shit, which is why I tell you guys, like, a lot of this shit is not as deep as it is. It's about look at reality and look at real life and live and make an example of what you do every fucking day in your real life. If you're not being yourself, what happens? You go through negative situations. They say, oh, I'm getting attacked. You're not getting attacked. You're just a fucking dumbass piece of shit who doesn't want to be yourself. Like, they talk about, oh, I'm targeted. Bitch, you're not. Every person I ever met that says they're a targeted individual, they deserve to be targeted because they're doing it to themselves. And I don't feel sorry for them. I don't feel sorry for anybody in this world. And shout out to Free Diddy. But I don't feel sorry for anyone. I'm going to get to your question because people deserve what the fuck they get. So this is why I tell you guys, like, overcome your shit. That's really the main thing. And once you do that, you're not working hard. Like, not even overcoming it, you shouldn't be working hard, because when you overcome it, if you say that's hard, that means you really don't want to do it. Because if you really want to do it, it ain't hard. It's like if somebody was tired and they're like, oh, I'm tired, I don't feel like going to the store because I'm late, I'm too tired, I'm in the middle of sleep. But if you told them there's $100,000 at the fucking store, or they told you there's a fucking C4 planet under this fucking building, if you don't get your fat ass up, this shit's about to blow this fucking smithereen. They're gonna jump their ass up and have the energy. It's not hard for them, because even if they were asleep, you see what I'm saying? Because it's like, it's something that's motivating. So it's all in the mind. Even when it comes to breatharian and not eating, a lot of you guys, like, one thing I realized about my past, I'm like, what I've been doing about breatharian work is, let's just say I'm doing my breatharian and I'm doing a fast. I don't work. I take that. Don't ever confuse me with work. I don't know why I said that. I don't fucking work. But when I'm doing like my breatharian and I'm doing a fast, and let's just say I plan on fasting for 20 days. If I'm like, okay, I want to fast for 20 days, I notice I'll be wanting to consume. I notice I want to eat. I notice I feel like I want to like consume shit. But then if I'm like, I'm going to break my fast tomorrow, I notice the hunger goes away. The hunger's only there when I don't anticipate eating real soon. Once I know I can eat and I don't plan on fasting, I never get hungry. The only times it gets kind of like I get hungry is when I I'm anticipating a long extended fast. That's one thing I realized. I noticed about my shit. I notice about it. And that's why I take all of this shit is in the mind. It's not just with food, it's with everything. How you perceiving. So if you think something is hard, then it's gonna be hard. You gotta change your mind. That's really, you should not be working. Everything should come in synchronistic and flow. Like and if it doesn't, that means you're not in alignment. Because look at everybody who works hard. They're either, anybody who works hard is a failure. And if they're not a failure and they're working hard, it's because the government who has resources, they're creating a situation for somebody to be successful. So it's not real success, it's synthetic, it's fake. And the government does this to make you think, like the government will have a rapper kill somebody and get famous for it. And he gets $1 million contract and he signed for killing somebody and he gets off with the murder. And then you'll have dumbass niggers say, oh, he's successful, he made it. But it's like, no, bitch. In reality, he's a fucking failure. But the Jewish people who have the system, they have to create, they use their fakes. This is why it says in God we trust, because they have to play God with their money in terms of success so they can get you thinking what success is. So they make you think this guy's successful. He worked hard to get there. See, he beat a murder. He had to fight the trial and fight the Fed case for 2 years, and he beat the case. He worked hard for that sign deal. Like, bitch, that nigga's not even. If anything, him beating that fucking murder is actually like just setting him up for a situation where he gets got in a different way. The feds didn't get him, but he's gonna get got in a different way. And it don't even have to be in this life. It could be some spiritual shit that play out in a whole different lifetime or in a certain way that has nothing to do with what the fuck he did. But he's gonna get got in a different way. And when he gets got in that way, he's gonna be like, oh, that's so unfair. Like you'll see people say, oh, eating is not about being healthy, and it doesn't. My grandmother lived to 80 years old and she ate junk food. Like there was this one lady, she said her grandma lived to be like 80 years old or like 99 years old, and she ate like junk food and smoked cigarettes. And I'm like, how did she die? And guess how she died? She died in the most weirdest way nobody dies, like an ingrown toenail. Like who the fuck dies from that? And you see what I'm saying? Like she got in a different way. You see, it's like ain't not like it's all this. Like she still got, but in the most fucked up way. So she could be like, oh yeah, this happened to me, this, but yet you still got. So you can't really get around this shit. Life is all about it's about a synchronous, a sequential event, and you have a plan or like a story. I don't want to say that because I don't like the. It's more than a story or a plan, but like I said, like based on what I can explain to you, is just look at it like a story or the plan, and it's all in the plan and the story. And you got to play out your shit, and if you don't, then it's gonna end in a plan and a story that's gonna be so. And you're gonna be looking at like, oh, why is the world against me? Why every time this happens to me? I was driving my car, and right when I turned the street, a guy was right there, and he hit me. And what are the odds of that? And it was like, no, motherfucker, you just aren't in alignment. So you got set the fuck up because you're stupidity. That's why you got all these dumbass niggas talking about, oh, I'm targeted. This person did this, and my narcissistic parent did this. And like, bitch, you deserve to get fucking slapped upside the fucking head. You deserve to get fucking all the negative shit happen to you, because you're a fucking idiot and you don't know how to fuck this shit in life works, you dumbass. Yes, it is a rule that applies to all. Like you're not supposed to work hard. Anytime you see somebody working hard, they're either a failure and it's not working for them, or if it's working for them, they're in the government or they're like in some type of system where they're a puppet to like the government or the system, and then so all their success is fake. So the government tries to make you think working hard is successful. So somebody will go to college and be a lawyer. Well, I worked hard for 8 years and I got my law degree. That's fake. That's not success. That's synthetic fake success. Because who the fuck said you got to spend 8 years going to school just so you can get a degree? And who the fuck said a degree is successful? And you say, well, this guy's making money. He has a nice car. Fake, you stupid ass. The government created a car, created the whole system of jobs and having to work. Like, who the fuck said you got to work a dumbass, stupid ass job? Oh, I need jobs so I can work, so I can eat, so I can play my video games. I can have a TV. Who the fuck said you need that shit? Why the fuck do you need it? If you feel like you need it and you feel like you got to work, then that's your own mind control program that made you believe you want something? Who said you need to have a your passion and your hobby and your one of the things you love to do is to play video games? Nobody told you that shit. If you want to do it, then go ahead and do it. But you need money to do it. And then who said you got to work to go get money to do that? Who the fuck said you need to eat? You could be a breatharian, or let's just say you don't want to be a breatharian because you can't, because people need to eat. Eat fucking one apple a day. Eat fruits, a couple fruits a day. Go forage in the wilderness and grow your own. There's so many ways around it. But if you're programmed to say, well, I need Doritos, I need chips, I need this, okay, then that's synthetic. It's not real. You were programmed for that bullshit. And if you say you're not, you're a dumbass and you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, because at the same instant, you're going to say, oh, no, it's normal for us to eat shit. But then you're going to go and complain when they raise the prices at the store. You're going to go and complain about all this other shit. Like, get the fuck out of here. So the government's your god now. They're in control of everything you do. And, like, get the fuck out of here. And I'm not saying you can't do these things. You can do whatever the fuck you want. But if you have to do certain things to get those things, you really can't complain. Because that's you who wants to work hard. If you be an authentic if you be an authenticity of yourself, be real with yourself, you'll find eventually you won't need to do those things. Obviously, we gotta start from somewhere, because you were born, when you were a baby, when you were young, you were force fed a lot of programming and bullshit that got you addicted to this shit. So you gotta wean yourself off. You gotta go through rehab. You gotta fucking detox from this shit. Because when you were 3, 4, you were fed all this garbage. You were shown all these stupid ass movies. You were brought around stupid ass people. You witnessed shit as a kid. Some people witness abuse and shit. So all of that shit you have to detox from. I'm not saying it starts off as like you're just this person. No, you gotta detox of this shit. But once you detox, then you're actually there's no such thing as working hard at all. Only thing you really work hard is just to detox all the bullshit. But think about it. Every person you see, though, who works hard that ain't part of the government is a failure. Somebody who works hard and they're successful, it's look at the type of success it is. It's either money, it's either some type of house, or something that the government made up. But look at somebody who doesn't work hard, but they're in alignment with self. They still have all the things they want, but they didn't work hard for it. They were just in alignment with it. People who work hard, but they're not connected to like these families and these governments, these are people who are failures. This is why you'll see some bitch with like 2 kids working 3 jobs and saying she can't pay rent. You see what I'm saying? Because that's a bitch who's working hard. And where the fuck is that getting you? Remember back in the 2020, 2021 era, 2019 era, that whole era, even like up to 2021, everybody, oh, I'm gonna open my own business. Social media is the final frontier of the cyber sea of electronics, and oh my goodness, and get the fuck out of here, dude. Like, look at all these people now. And it's not to say you can't. There have to been people opening businesses online and shit, but all the people who were talking that dumbass shit, they couldn't grasp like the whole meaning of what the fuck is going on. Like, you're supposed to be yourself, and then when you're yourself, other avenues of life open up. And if you're like thinking about money and if that's your main thing, then the way I look at it, like anybody thinking and talking about money and success, if you're not successful, if you're not at least a millionaire, get the fuck out my face and shut the fuck up. Like, you ever see those people who like all they talk about is success and money, but yet they don't even got $1 million. And like $1 million ain't even a lot of money. If you're in the financial system and you play that game, it's easy as fuck to make $1 million. If you're in that world and you're really about it, $1 million is nothing. These niggas out here making way more than that. So if you're talking about that and you don't have at least $1 million, then you're obviously, there's something wrong with you. You just speaking that shit. And you're not about it. So this is why I say I don't fuck. This is why I say I don't fuck with a lot of people, because I can see they're fake. And a lot of people, like, they're starting to realize all of that shit is all bullshit. Because remember like I said, back in 2021 era, 2020 era, everyone's talking about, oh, my business. Now, where's your business at, nigga? Where's your thing at? They said, I'm gonna work this 9 to 5 so I can have my business. Remember? Why are you working at McDonald's? Oh, there's nothing wrong with working at McDonald's because you can use your money and take your money and then put it into your craft and your creativity. And then like shut the fuck up. There's so many people I spot on YouTube, I spot on fucking social media who said that shit like 4 years ago. Because I remember shit. They said it 4 years ago. These motherfuckers still working in the same place. People I know in my real life, they said that shit 5 years ago. They still working at the same place. Guess what? They don't talk that shit no more. They just look at it like, oh, we just got to survive. The system is, these are the motherfuckers who are talking about, oh, the world's going to end. The system is done. Everybody's dead. They're like these doomers who talk on TikTok and shit because like they given up. They were defeated because they focus on dumb shit. They didn't focus on being real with themselves, which has nothing to do with any of that. A lot of these motherfuckers, like, they have all these addictions, desires. They have mental illness, and they can't admit it because they have so much ego. So they're focused on like shit that's not important, such as like, I gotta make some money, just for your money to go out to some fucking bills or to an expense because you're a fucking idiot. So, oh, every time I make money, my money goes straight to the bills and I don't have money for nothing. And obviously that should tell you that, bitch, go from a different perspective. Obviously, that shit ain't doing nothing but wasting your time. Now, time is accelerated and sped up, and we're in a shift. So, like, everybody is feeling, most people are feeling defeated right now because at this point, you're supposed to have a sufficient amount of shadow. I don't like to say that word shadow. I hate that fucking word. But you're supposed to have you're supposed to be in authenticity with yourself on a certain level. There's a certain amount of work that that we should have all done at a certain level right now. And if you're starting from scratch right now, it's like it's kind of like I don't want to say it's too late, but it's not a right time to do it because we're going into year one. And year one is about actually doing what we're supposed to be doing. Like, you know how they have, when you go work at these 9 to 5, they have what they call training. And then once you're done with training, they put you on the field. Like, year one is you're on the field. You can't be working at fucking Amazon and in the middle of like the shift talking about I need training. They're gonna fire you because you don't know how to use the shit right, and it can be hazardous for some. Or you can fuck some money up because this shit is like a big ass money machine, and every second it's like dollars they're losing. So they're just gonna fire you because if you need too much training, but they put you through training, it's a problem. So like year one is like there's no more training. This year is really, everything is like a wrap. This is why do you think you go on, and if you don't believe me, just go on TikTok, go on the internet. Everybody, and look in your world, like everybody's like defeated. Like most people have a defeated energy. Everybody's like, oh, the world's done, this is that. Everyone, like, you got so many people waiting for the system to crash. But the thing is, like, the system is not going to crash like you think it is. Like, what's going to happen is the system's going to keep going. And even if it does crash, it's going to crash in a way where, look at it like this. If people don't wake up and do the work, the system is going to crash. But what's going to happen as a result of the crash, you're going to be wishing and hoping that 2025 was here forever for what's to come. And it's not going to say like what these niggas talk about, oh, the government's going to do. I'm not talking about the government. I'm talking about the fucking shit. Like, people are going to go mentally ill. Like, you could not be successful and have money and shit, and you could just be struck with a huge bout of depression that makes you suicidal, and you have back pains, and you got a whole bunch of like trauma that's coming up, and that type of shit. I'm not talking about what the fuck the government's doing. Like, who gives a fuck what they do? Like, this has nothing to do with them. It's very little. This is why they have to just keep talking about stupid dumbass shit on the news. Like just dumbass fucking shit. Because like they need to distract you. They can't do anything. All they gotta talk about is some dumbass shit that, like, it's just dumb. Like, it's retarded. Because they don't have no power no more. Like, nothing they do fucking works. So if nothing they do works, the only thing they can do is do the most drastic shit to get your attention. Think about the last time anybody paid attention to the news was when they did the pandemic. Like, remember when they did the pandemic? Everybody was like What's gonna happen next? Oh, they're doing it. That's the only thing they could do is do something like a pandemic to make you pay attention. If there's not a pandemic, no one gives a fuck about the news really. And the only reason people care because like they fucking money was being fucked up, and their livelihoods, they couldn't go see their family. You got people who like their family left them because they didn't want to wear a mask or get some fucking shot. Like that's how like the only way they can make people to pay attention. Yeah. But it's just crazy. I'm gonna drop the link if anybody wants to join. But yeah, work. No, you should not have to work hard. Anybody talking about working hard is an idiot. All they're gonna tell you is, "Well, I got this money. I got this. I got this." Like you fucking idiot. Like think about it. The way I've always looked at like this is why the economy is so fucked up. Like if your main goal is to make money, that's kind of stupid because if the government, if there's people in the government, they need money. Because yeah, you could say, oh, they print the money, they don't need the money. There's different levels to it, motherfucker. Like there's people who are in the government who they need money and they want money and they have desires and addictions that they need to spend money on. So if they're in a high position or according to the system, they're in a certain position where they're in control of the money and they're the ones buying the Bitcoin and all this. If you have all the money and they're losing money or they want to make more money, wouldn't they just take your money? Like, remember how they'll say, oh, the corporations, they pass the cost to the consumers. So if their tariffs happen, then you have to pay for the cost of the money. So if you're a millionaire and you're like, oh, I'm about my money, it's about money. But what if the government, they want money or they're losing money? They're going to just create inflation, create tax, and create a bunch of fines and bills and laws and tax laws to just take your more of your money. Stupid ass. That's why they keep doing this inflation shit. That you got all these dumbass people. Oh, I'm gonna make $1 billion on Bitcoin. I'm gonna buy some meme coin. But then you see how when they released Bitcoin and Bitcoin started really getting big around the pandemic and shit, you see how like inflation hit and everything. It's almost like every time when there's like a way to make money, they always make the cost of shit go up higher. I noticed that shit. And it's because like they have to balance it out. So it's like if they're going broke and they need money, wouldn't it make sense for them to make laws and inflation to take more of your money? If too many people are making money in the system, that's more reasons to make inflation. And then it affects the people who ain't even making no money because then they getting their shit took even more. But yet you got dumbass people say, oh, it's about money, it's about money. And it's like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it isn't. But all I gotta say is if you talk about money too much around me, you better be a millionaire. You better just shut the fuck up. Don't be no broke ass motherfucker or somebody who doesn't at least have $1 million in their account and you talk about money this, money that. Or you can't even fuck the $1 million. You don't even have anything sustainable. Like, and I'm not saying you need to, because there's people who are homeless that I show mad respect for because they don't need shit. They're able to live in a tent and be meager and minimal. I respect that because they don't really need the system and they don't give a fuck about it. But when I see a motherfucker, they try to act like money is everything, but they don't even have money. Like, bitch, what are you doing? Because in order even to make money, you either have to, like, it's like common sense. Like, in order to really, because when you look at people talk about money, they're not doing anything to help. They're either not doing anything to help somebody, and they're not doing anything to scam somebody. That's the only way you can make money. You have to hurt somebody and take, aka scam, or you have to help somebody to make them want to give you money. If you're starving and I have an apple, you're gonna want to give me your money because I'm helping you not be hungry. You see what I'm saying? If I want your money and you don't want to give it to me because I don't have nothing to give you, if I get a gun and stick it to your fucking head, you're going to give me your fucking money. If I blast your fucking brains out and rob your grandma for that safe, she's going to give me that money. So you're either going to make money from helping somebody by having a product or by scamming somebody and just brutally being violent and taking it from them. Otherwise, you're not making shit. So I don't know why people don't understand it. Like, you have to bring something of value, even if it's a scam, which people think they're being like a pyramid scheme. People think it's valuable, but it's still a scam. But it's a scam to make you think something's valuable. Or you can just do a scam like you just stole somebody's credit card. But that's the legal way. But if you want to do it the right way, be, let's just say you're a fitness trainer. You train people with fitness, or you teach about, you have herbs, you sell herbs that help people heal cancer. That's something you're helping somebody with. You sell fucking dildos and sex toys and a bunch of fucking crazy shit. You're somebody wants that shit. You're helping them. So I don't understand, but you'll see people talk about money, but then they're not doing shit but just working at McDonald's, and then they complain why they only working at McDonald's and McDonald's not paying them, but then you're not doing shit. You're not helping anyone. The fuck? And then they're about to replace you niggas with AI. Which I don't want to say replace, because I don't think they're gonna really fully replace everyone with AI, because I think they're gonna just switch all the jobs to AI. So they're gonna have AI work at these factories, but then you're gonna be at your house probably making the AI do all the work. Like, you're gonna be moving the AI, you're gonna be programming it, maintaining the AI, cleaning it. That's gonna be the new work. I don't think they're gonna just, like, all these dumbass, oh, this is gonna take out your, no, motherfucker. I don't think they're gonna just let people just be lazy. I think they're gonna just make all the jobs are gonna shit. Remember back in the industrial age, how like they, or like back like in the 60s, they switched the jobs to like factories, and people were on the plantation in the fields. Then they built factories, and they had machines in the factories, but people were operating the machines in the factories. But before they had the factories and the machines, everybody was on the plantation in the fields, and there was no machine, because they were back in the day. So it's like, it's gonna be another shift. I'm thinking where motherfuckers is gonna still work, because, like, just use your common sense. Do you think this piece of shit, lousy ass, fucking redundant ass government is just gonna let people sit on their ass and not do shit and just pay people? Because who the fuck's gonna have money to go? If AI works at McDonald's, who the fuck is gonna have money to pay for the AI shit? Unless you can say they're gonna make it free. I doubt it. So who's gonna have money to go pay the prices at McDonald's if nobody's working these shitty ass jobs, which 99% of people can only work at, because the way the system is right now. Nobody's working at Starbucks no more. So that's gonna, if nobody's working these what they call hospitality jobs, like Starbucks and the retail stores, that's like a huge percentage of this fucking economy of people spending money. Like, there's not that many lawyers, doctors, engineers, and people who do like shit that isn't, that's like top, like shit what they will call the higher end. There's not that many that can support the economy like that. And a lot of people who make a lot of money like that don't waste money on a lot of dumb shit. Like, a person who buys a lot of junk food and stupid shit, somebody who's like a bio heart surgeon isn't gonna spend money on a lot of stupid shit that a person who works at McDonald's is gonna spend. So if they get rid of all the McDonald's jobs, that's gonna make a lot of corporations and a lot of businesses go broke. Like, people who smoke cigarettes, people who buy just stupid trinkets and shit that doesn't matter, like just dumb shit. Those are people who are like, don't have money. You see what I'm saying? Or people who are retarded with money, or they don't know shit. They're just very depressed and miserable, so they need money and they need material things. But somebody who's like a bio heart surgeon, their mind is not on the same frequency as somebody who's a fucking like McDonald's worker. So they're not gonna buy and eat the same cheap garbage. Like, they're not gonna go and shop at Dollar Tree and get fucking some cheap ass fucking beans and salsa. They're gonna go probably eat some vegetarian, vegan shit. Or even if it's junk food, they're gonna go to a steakhouse and get a steak for, like, you see what I'm saying? So that's all. It's just weird. The economy's gonna be all fucked up. So it has to be. They're gonna have to do something. So why the fuck would you think AI just gonna take over? That doesn't make sense. Either that, or motherfuckers are just gonna die out and starve to death and not have shit, and have to be forced to go on their own. Because like, that won't even be a thing. Because at the end of the day, everything that you say that you're starving to death, like, that doesn't even make sense. Like, because you think about it, everything that people want is out here. So just learn how to make that shit, and that wouldn't even be a problem. So I feel like everyone's gonna have to go and do what the fuck they're supposed to do, because that shouldn't even be like, when you have people out here, oh, what are people gonna do? We need jobs. That just showed you that you're dealing with like a very conquered, retarded ass people. Like, everybody in this whole system is dumb, because they'll say, oh, we need these jobs and shit. But the reason they need the jobs is so they can have money to support their family and kids. But why do you need money? So you can buy the resources. Bitch, go get the resources. They're out here. Learn how to make it. Think about it. There's only a group of government, but there's millions of people. We got you go have if any of you guys who've been to county or you've been to the pen, you got niggas out here. Like when you're in a jail and you have nothing to do, you come up with the most like ingenious hacks. Like niggas will like fucking charge their fucking smuggled in cell phones with a sandal. They'll connect the sandal to the electrical socket and then generate electricity and be able to charge it with wire. Like they can do shit like that. I seen that shit. They'll do it and they'll charge or they'll like be able to sneak shit in and make knives out of. They're because they have nothing to do. So imagine if we have millions of people and we're not in jail, we're in real life because people could do this in jail. Imagine what people could do in real life, and you didn't have the blockages from the government. And people actually woke up and knew the potential they had. You can but thousands of people, millions of people who don't give a fuck about the government. They could be in a position where they could just create their own system, create their own whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like they can create their own shit, whatever it is. Create their own food, water, their own housing. People will come up with it. You mean out of tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people within an area, not one person. One person knows electrician. One person knows plumbing. This person knows how to build. This person knows how to cook. Like you can easily get your shit up. It's common, and then don't we have social media and internet and all that? So you don't need any of this. The government doesn't do shit. Like motherfuckers don't. The government is not. The government is like the biggest criminal syndicate. It's like a mafia or like a criminal organization, like a syndicate. It's a huge ass like crime family. That's the government. They're not doing nothing. That's what people don't get. Even like this building that I'm in, the government didn't build it. The only thing they did was say they just signed a piece of paper. Oh, these are the code and regulations. We approve of you building it here. That's the only thing the government did. They didn't actually build it. A fucking fat ass beer belly Mexican and his construction crew built this fucking shit. You see, they have nothing to do with the government. So that's what I'm saying. Like they don't do shit. But just fucking sit on their fat asses. Have the audacity to tell somebody, oh, you need to go out and get a job and work. Nigga, shut the fuck up. Nigga, that's the thing that angered me the most at one point. At one point, when somebody told me to go work, that shit got me so mad. It made me want to go off. That's one of the things I hate the most is when somebody tells me to go out and work. Don't get me wrong. I go out and work for myself. If I have to go build a house or harness my own shit. But when somebody tells me, oh, you need to go get a job or you need to work, like, why? That's the first thing I always say, why? Like, don't project your fucking shit on me, nigga. Like, why? Like, at the end of the day, like, is it illegal to not work? Like, who the fuck are you gonna tell me? The reason you work, why do you work? You work because of a reason. That's why you're there. Like, I don't have that reason. Otherwise, I would be there, you stupid motherfucker. Don't compare me to you. Like, I hate when motherfuckers tell me that shit. And I'm not saying you niggas shouldn't work or you shouldn't. I'm not saying that at all. Do whatever you want to do. I don't care. I'm not the one working. So why would I give a fuck if you work? It's not like you going to work is straining my body and making me. I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna tell you to work. I'm not gonna tell you not to work. I don't give a fuck. I'm not one of these dumbass. Like, that's another thing. All these dumbass spiritual people. Oh, it's about equilibrium. It's about equilibrium. We gotta be equilibrium. It's not good. Like, shut the fuck up, bitch. Stand on something, motherfucker. It ain't about just. Is it equilibrium being equilibrium? That means sometimes you can't be equilibrium. And is it equilibrium to even be in that mind? It's like, hey, get the fuck out of here. All that. Oh, we gotta be equal. It's nothing. There's no good and there's no bad. No, bitch. There's evil and there's good. There's retarded and there's not retarded. So don't sit there and try to make. That's some motherfuckers try to sound all deep, but then the people who sound all deep, like they never get shit done because they don't stand on no business. Like all you niggas who like money and shit. A motherfucker who's a fucking billionaire or a hustler, fuck a billionaire, because they're like, you can't really compare that because they're like, it's like that shit is all. To be a billionaire, you have to be a scammer. You can't be a legit. So let's just say a hustler who's like hundreds of thousands a month selling drugs and dope. He had to be adamant that I'm about money. I'm about hustling. And this is my life. That's why he has that. You don't meet no hustler making $100,000 a month. Oh, it's not about the money. It's not about this. And no, you don't meet that. That don't make no fucking sense. Why don't you? They wouldn't even be where they're at. That's why when you see people who have certain things, they always act the same. If you ever see somebody who has a certain thing, whether it be health, whether it be they have a certain type of car, they have a certain type of mind, like or whatever, they always act a certain way. You'll never see somebody with a lot of cars and houses talk about being minimalist because they wouldn't even have that. You can't even have certain things without being in a mindset. So you have to go hard at certain things if you want certain things. If you want, there's nothing wrong with having. Well, for me personally, I don't like the whole concept of money. I hate it. I despise it. But if let's just say you want to have money, then you need to go out and have the mindset that that's what you want. The fuck, and that's your thing. So go and get it, and be adamant about that's what you want. Don't tell me like you don't want it, but then go and be like, oh, we gotta be equal. And no, you gotta stand on some shit to get some shit. At the end of the fucking day. Shout out to you, Chauncey, for some new situation. Oh, for sure. I don't think there's no such thing as a societal norm. I don't believe that. I feel like we just got a bunch of retarded ass mentally ill people. Most people are like, especially right now, like we're in this shift right now. Like, this shift is bringing a lot of mental illness. So this is why you see it in the government, you see it in the mainstream, you see it on social media. Every aspect of life right now is going through like a mental illness crash out. So like most people are mentally like when I say mentally ill, I'm talking about like shit is festering, shit is coming to the surface, and you're forced to work on your shit right now. So everyone wants to. I'm not saying you're making an excuse because you're not. I'm just trying to tell you, like you say, society norms got humans in a maze. There's no societal norm. Most people hate society. If you talk to the average person, they don't give a fuck about society. They'll tell you everyone's fake, everyone's fake. But the same people who say that, I see them as fake. So nobody gives a fuck about societal norms. What we got going on is mental illness. That's the thing. Most people are just mentally ill, and there's no way. It's not like there's no way else to put it. It's mental illness, and I don't mean it as disrespect because you can heal mental illness. There's ways to heal it. Mental illness is an illness, so an illness can be healed. So it's synonymous with healing. To be sick, you can be healed. But if you don't know, because a lot of people they don't think they have mental illness because they have their in their ego, and these are the people who are like they're doomed from their own undoing because they're too much in their ego. So you have a lot of people, and even society has made it where mental illness is not really mental ill. So you got like these judges, you got all these fucking like politicians, you got fucking people in these positions, and these are the most mentally ill people, but they're looked at as normal. So like mental illness right now is at an all-time high, and when mental illness is not dealt with and it's not properly like healed, this is where external things start happening, and people will say, "Oh, I'm being gang stalked," or "They're attacking me," or "the demons." And like, shut your stupid ass up, nigga. Stop self-projecting. Like the reason why the world is fucked up and why you're a fucking piece of shit, and the reason why everyone's a narcissist in your fucking life and you're a degenerate scumbag is because you're mentally ill and you're not healing it, and you're manifesting situations. You're making these situations into reality. So what people will call a demon is not you not being in authenticity with yourself. So a demon will like you guys talk about a demon with horns, or it's a horn, it's a monster. No, a demon could be a situation where like some tragic fucked up shit happens to you, and it's a situation like that's a demon. And if you don't heal yourself, then demons, man, they'll make themselves in your world, not really to like taunt you and be like, oh, we're gonna make your life hell. It's to let you know, like, get back on track. But people look at it, because the thing is about it though, when you're in your ego and the spirit tries to warn you, if you're a really fucked up egotistical person, you'll even go harder at being a demon. It's like, let's just say it's a person who's a fat ass and he needs to lose weight. This is a perfect example. A fat ass person, he needs to lose weight because he's diabetic, and the doctor say he needs to lose weight, and he has heart palpitations, and everything is showing that he needs to lose weight. And I go to him and I say, take your fat ass to the gym. If he's really egotistical, he's gonna be like, I don't have to go to the gym. Who are you to tell me? And then he's gonna be like, I'm not going to the gym no more. I just made him, I just locked him in his own hell. Now he's not gonna go to the gym because I insulted him, telling him to go to the gym, and he's gonna be like, why do I have to go to the gym? Nigga, fuck you. And then he's gonna be thinking, well, I don't need to go to the gym. I'm gonna just be who I am. But yet, at the end of the day, the fact of the matter is you need to lose weight. You're about to fucking have your artery implode like a fucking belt around a goddamn pillar. Nigga, like your shit can't breathe. Like you need to fucking shrink your artery or some shit. You fat ass nigga. Like that's the fact of the matter. But they're in their ego. They look at it like, oh, you insulted me. I'm not going. Why do I gotta go to the gym? Only like if I only a true person who's loving and caring. No, that's body shaming. I could be my like these fat ass bitches. Oh, they're body shaming me. But the fact of the matter is, bitch, you're about like a butter cake, like Debbie donut away from like having a stroke or something, and you can't fucking eat a crumb or something's gonna happen tragically to your fucking arteries, you fat ass fucking bitch. That's the fact of the matter, but you don't want to look at it like that. You look at it like, oh, he's disrespecting me and that's body shaming. But you see what I'm saying? So like people, if you're when they're egotistical, they get stuck in their own hell. So this is where you have a lot of these people, especially these people who are targeted individuals who say, oh, I'm a targeted individual, or these spiritual people, these demons are attacking me. These people are egotistical because when you tell them no, it's your fault, they get upset. So everything wrong that they're doing, they continue to go harder at it. Like you go to a drug addict, you need to stop doing drugs. Like let's just say a drug addict is just he keeps ODing. I go to him like, you need to stop doing drug. You're a crackhead. Who the fuck are you to call me a crackhead? I don't gotta listen to you. I don't gotta listen to you. But then nigga has an overdose, and then he blames the overdose on it's not the drugs. It's because the government is using electronic weaponry, EMF frequency, and it's making my heart palpitate because I was doing drugs 2 years ago and it wasn't hurting my heart. But now, since I seen this video on targeted individuals and they said the government does EMF frequency, oh, it's the government doing it. So it's not the drugs, it's the government. See, so like this is why I say this is what I'm saying. So get the fuck off social media. Stop watching this shit. It's gonna fuck you niggas up. Like it's dumb. They even got these dumbass people talking about like. Shout out to people. I respect people, my family and shit. I'm not calling them dumb, but you got people like just come talking about what the fuck is going on in the news. Like, did you hear about what's going on? I don't give a fuck what the fuck is going on. None of that shit's important. Don't stop telling me about that fucking shit. That shit gets me so annoyed. Like people need to stop. Like, stop watching this shit because it's gonna fuck you up. Right now is really not a time. At one point, it wasn't as bad, but we beyond that point. The fucking the internet is a military fucking weapon right now. They're using the social media and the internet as a military weapon at this point. So this is why everybody that's viral, and I did it, like 99% of people that are viral, and the 1% of people that are viral, and those are people who were probably viral back in the day before YouTube was compromised. But and even then, their views are down, but their subscribers are up. But anybody who's viral, who's getting like, especially if they're getting like 50,000, 100,000 views per video consistently, look at every single content that is pushing every video that's getting those consistent high amount of views. Every single, I don't mean like half or 80%, not every single video. They're pushing out some type of narrative, and I can look at the narrative and break it down how it's trying to make people be in alignment with themselves, just to keep it simple. Like they're just trying to distract people. Like you can't talk about anything that's productive and conducive and not go viral, other than maybe if it's catering to their system. Like if you're talking about cryptocurrency, or you're talking about how to, like, I don't know, do some dumb shit like fix engines. That kind of has to do with their system. So they may give you leeway, like you talking about how to credit and shit, even though it's not negative per se, but yet it's still negative because it's like, why the fuck do I need credit? There have to be some scumbag colonist piece of shit that created that system for me to need credit. So it's kind of evil, kind of not. But when you look at the majority of people who aren't talking about that type of shit, which you can kind of have a thin line on, it's always talking about some shit about some race, some MGTOW, some feminists, or how fucking miserable their life is, and how like the government is retarded because their life is miserable. And it's like that's all it is. And you got these people doing it, and I'm like, don't these people understand, like, that shit isn't gonna go on? Because you know how we're in a ship right now and everything changes. Eventually we're gonna be deeper in this ship, we're gonna go through other ships, and you're not going to be all these people talking about, oh, how their life is fucked up, and the government. That shit's going to get played out, like just like rap music is getting kind of played out. You got certain other things, they're getting played out. A lot of things are getting played out. We're like Hollywood movies, nobody watches Hollywood movies. The movies suck, the TV show sucks, the music, you guys even say the music, everything sucks. It's going to be a time where social media is going to suck, and you're gonna be forced to actually be in this fucking real world. I say that that's gonna come within the next couple of years, within the next year. It's gonna come within the next year. It's gonna, like, really, because especially when Saturn gets into Taurus within the next 3 years, at that point, like, everything you stupid motherfuckers are worried about this earth world and material, that shit ain't gonna matter no more. None of it's gonna matter. Because you're gonna see life for what it is. And none of that, all the shit you think, your car, your clothes, all this material, that shit ain't gonna matter. And not that it's not gonna matter as in you're not gonna have it. It's just you're gonna look at it like, what the fuck is the point of all this? Like, what am I getting in life? And then, like, the thing is though, like, as time goes on, it's gonna be a problem, because by that time, or 5 years, there's the way this world's gonna be in the ship, there's gonna be things you're not gonna be able to do that you could do right now. So by the time a lot of people realize it, so many opportunities are going to be gone. Like right now, we're like in a spot where you can do shit, but eventually you're not going to be opportunities to really do shit. But just stay your ass in a fucking house and just be on the fucking computer and not doing nothing. Because everything, I feel, eventually they're going to probably lock everything down. They're going to probably lock everything down if people don't. If people don't wake the fuck up. Because I can kind of see it and shit, like, just like certain things, and like people just worrying about the wrong dumbass shit. And it is a link if anybody wants to join. Have anything that I said you don't agree with, and like we can go back and forth. I'm not like gonna get disrespectful. To be honest, I don't mind people coming on and not agreeing with me. There's nothing wrong with that. I can have a healthy debate, or not even a debate, because I don't debate. I can have a healthy back and forth, because there's nothing to really debate. It's not about debating. It's about I'm saying what the fuck is true, and I'm telling you what I know. And if you don't agree with it, you can agree with it, and we could respectfully go back and forth. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna still talk about what I know. There's not me no debating, and I'm not trying to convince anyone. That's the key thing. I'm not trying to convince you. I don't care to convince anybody. Um, Last time I fucking checked, the last fucking bill that I had, nobody paid for it. It came out of my own fucking shit. So like I don't care to like convince anybody. It's not gonna affect me. You're not gonna. I'm just telling you what the fuck I know. Because at this point, even at this point, if somebody came up to me and said, "I agree with everything you say," I'm gonna be like, "It took you that long?" That's the first thing I'm gonna say. I'm gonna be looking at you suspect for it taking you that fucking long to agree, let alone that you agree with me and you didn't agree with me last year, 2 years ago. Like, so that's where I'm at right now. I'm at like that. Like, I don't really give a fuck. And it's not even about agreeing. I don't need nobody to agree with me at all. Like, that's not the point. I just talking my own shit. Everybody on this fucking internet talking their own bullshit. I have a right to talk my own shit. Because at the end of the day, like, and then that's another thing. Any of you guys who haven't made a YouTube channel, don't be afraid to make one. Speak your shit. Shout out to Speak Your Mind. I like how he made his channel, Speak Your Mind. Like, who the fuck is anyone to tell you what the fuck you're saying? That's why I always been myself. I always said the shit I said. I never gave a fuck. Because when I go on social media, all I see is degenerate, retarded shit. Like, there's people I see like I just fucking despise. And I'm like, who the fuck is this idiot? But I look at it like, when I speak my shit, I don't care what people say about me, because I'm already looking at them and what they say is retarded. And if I say what you're saying was retarded, they'll probably be like, I don't care what you think. So why the fuck should I give a fuck what you care about me? Like, shout out to Speak Your Mind. He was like, he hangs out with people, and he's vegan. He doesn't eat meat. And he's like, when he's around people, he'll sometimes eat meat. I don't know if he sometimes eats it or not. I don't want to put words in my mouth, but he said he feels some type of way when he's around other people and they try to give him like fucking sweat and bust his nuts and do all this weird shit. No homo shit, but like, you know what I mean? When they talk about like bust you, like this nigga's busting my ball, all that shit. That's what I mean. Like, they try to do hella like just pretty much like trigger and troll and just talk shit. That's what I'm trying to say. And I don't know why the fuck that shit came out. Oh fuck. But you guys know what I'm saying. You know those mafioso niggas. They talk about, oh, you busting my balls and that type of shit. That's what I mean. They be giving him sweat though, and for him eating healthy and all that shit. But I'd be like, why the fuck did you care? Well, do you care? Because think about it like this. And shout out to Rob Deeds. I'm like, if you eat all that garbage and it fucks up your liver, and you need a liver transplant, are any of those people going to give you a liver transplant? Fuck no. They're going to be like, you could die. I don't give you shit. But your liver got fucked up because of the shit you were eating. But you're eating it because you felt that they're going to make fun of you. So this is not just with food. Take that example of what I just made with every aspect of life. Who gives a fuck what any of these motherfuckers think? At the end of the day, when you're in like niggas in the hood, like that's one thing I never understood about niggas in the hood. Niggas in the hood would be like, oh, this nigga, he backdoor. These niggas ain't fake. That's why I never ever really would never wanted to. I never affiliated with any of that hood nigga shit, because I just don't understand it, because niggas will say, oh, this person's fake, this person snitched, this person, he ain't real, this person robbed me behind my back. And they'll say, you're not true to the streets, the street code. The street code says you can't do this. The street code, they always go by these codes, right? But then I've seen niggas locked up countless times in prison. As soon as they get locked up for a murder, nobody calls them back. Nobody responds. Niggas get killed. Niggas don't even care. They go to the funeral. Niggas don't even, like, there's certain things that I see, and then people have the audacity to talk about like a code. Like, I'm not saying I'm a snitch or I'm for snitching, but when I see some of these people, they'll go and they'll snitch and shit, but then they'll say, oh, this person, they're fucked up for doing that. But then if that person was in jail, ain't nobody gonna send him shit. You see what I'm saying? Like, if that person actually was in the gang and stole something from somebody, some gangs will kill you over just doing some shit that can be just handled with just talking to the person or just cutting them off. They'll kill you over some shit. But then when shit gets like real, motherfuckers' life is on the line and people want to look up for their own life, and then somehow they're not true to the streets. Like, I never understood it, because me, I never really gave a fuck what anyone said. Like, if I have an enemy, they'll even have street code against enemies and shit. Like, they'll say, oh, these YNs, they don't fight no more. They just want to shoot. And I'm not saying I'm for shooting, or I'm not even gonna say I'm for fighting and shit. Like, if you could talk it out, don't just get violent. I'm not for that. But when you look at like the repercussions, like, let's just say it's a YN, and he's like fucking like, these niggas are smaller, they don't really have muscle, they can't fight, and some nigga like OG, bigger than him, beats the fuck out of him, films it, records it. He's on social media. Everybody's laughing and shit. Can you blame them from having a gun and just airing a nigga out so he could save himself from being on social media? And I'm not saying it's right, but I look at it like, who the fuck is anyone to make some type of street code or any type of code? Because first of all, if you have an enemy, you got a problem with somebody. I don't like me. I'm not trying to win. Like if I fuck with you and I respect you, there's street codes to that. But if I have a problem with you and an issue, I've never been the person to try to prove that I'm trying to win. I don't need to prove that I need to win. I'm trying to win. So niggas are, oh, let's fight. Let's fight. If I have a problem with you and you're my enemy, I'm trying to eliminate you. I'm trying to get you. I'm not trying to just, what's the point of me trying to fight you and doing it fair and square? No, I'm going to get you when you're not fucking looking because you're my fucking enemy and I don't fuck with you. So I'm going to eliminate you by all means. That's how I see it. I've never been a person who tries to prove that I can win. Because at the end of the day, nobody gives a fuck about you. Not that nobody gives a fuck about you. I don't give a fuck about other people. And since I don't give a fuck about other people on that level who I don't fuck with, that energy is going to project backwards to me. They're going to feel it and they're not going to give a fuck about me. So therefore, if you're an enemy, what do I got to prove to you? I don't got to prove shit to you. I'm trying to eliminate you. So if I need to get you, I'm going to get you. I'm not going to sit there and play it fair. Like, fuck out of here, you stupid ass nigga. Like, it's weird. Like, we live in a weird society. People expect a certain, they expect a certain type of action from you while not doing other actions that can prevent you not doing the action that they expect from you. Get the fuck out of here. That's how stupid this world is. Like, I don't know. Like, it's about being real and cold. But who the fuck am I being real to the code to? Anybody who, to be honest, anybody questioning me that I'm not a real motherfucker, obviously I don't fuck with you and you don't fuck with me. So for whatever you gotta say about me, you're gonna say about it. If you have to prove that you real to somebody off the basis of they said you ain't real, that's an enemy. They don't fuck with you, and like I'm gonna kiss your ass and try to please a person from no, don't be mad at me, respect me, I'm real. Get the fuck out of here. That's dumb. That's the dumbest shit ever. Is there a single way to correct? No, breath work, you just breathe. That's all you do is breathe. Breathing in intervals and do long breaths, short breaths, quick breaths. Just breathe and just do it repetitively. It's going to get you in sync. It's not no rocket science. It's very simple. It's just breathing, but breathing with intention. That's all breath work is. Don't complicate it. It's not that deep. So just do it, and you got to do it consistently. You got to do it for at least 20, 30 minutes per. Well, you can do it like 5 minutes, 10 minutes and to get really a good effect, do it, the longer the better. Let's just say it like that. And do it consistently, and that's when you get results. But just switch out. Yeah, you can go on YouTube, look up stuff, but don't make it like it's some complex. Oh, I gotta breathe this way. No, when you're breathing, you're getting that's what it's working. They got it like this. You stick your head underwater for 20 minutes, for 20 seconds. By the time you get above water and you start breathing air, it feels good, right? That's because you're doing breath work and you're breathing in oxygen. You just feel it more because you didn't have the air. But when you're breathing all the time, you're used to it. But when you start breathing with intention, so it's all about with intention. When you're underwater and you're about to drown and you take that breath of air, it feels good. You're like, oh, that's breath work. So it's not really rocket science. Like I said, like name of the time. If you have to work hard, you're doing something wrong. Like, and when I say about working hard, I'm not saying just be lazy. If you think not working hard is being lazy, then you're an example of, because you can work hard and still be lazy. This is how you see a motherfucker, 50-year-old, still working at McDonald's since he was 18. Yeah, he works and wakes up every morning at 6 a.m. to go to that fucking greasy ass French fry smelling dump to go flip his fucking hash browns and shit in the morning. But where's he at in life? He's a lazy fuck because at the end of the day, he's mentally lazy. He could have sacrificed certain things, sacrificed certain pleasures, sacrificed certain ways of thinking to get to a perspective where he doesn't have to work there no more. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I mean. You could be lazy and still work hard. And shit, I don't know why the fuck I left this shit out. Oh shit, I'm gonna have to throw this shit away. Oh fuck. Okay, I'm gonna have to. Oh shit, I don't even know if I want to eat this shit. I'm gonna have to throw this shit out because I left it out too long. I'm so paranoid when it comes to eating food now. I'm hella paranoid. Like I just can't. Like I throw out so much shit because like it's like if something doesn't look right or the energy, I throw it out. Like I got some organic chicken that I was gonna make. It's been sitting out. It hasn't been sitting out too long, but yeah, I'm throwing this shit out. I'm gonna throw this shit out right now. I'm gonna throw it. I had it sitting out for too long. I'm just too paranoid to eat like certain shit because it was sitting out. I don't know. I'm gonna just throw that shit away. I got another one. I stole that shit, so I don't really give a fuck. That's why I don't even like to spend my money on food because I don't like to spend my money on food because a lot of this shit is disgusting, it's cheap, and it's like not even worth fucking even spending money on. And I don't eat that much, so that's why I can steal like all of my food. I don't even buy any of my shit. The only thing I'll buy is if it's like something I buy just to throw off the. Like, you know, when you go into a store, you don't want to just go out and leave without buying nothing because they're like, oh, this person, he stole something. He didn't buy nothing. I just go in there to buy something. And that's the only thing I buy. Everything else I just steal. And I don't eat that much, so I just steal all my shit. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, I'm throwing this shit. I'm not eating that shit. I'm going to put it in the freezer. I have like another one. I got another one. I'm just gonna defrost this. I'm too scared to eat that shit, man. Like I'm just very when it comes to fruit. I had some watermelon, and I stopped eating watermelon for like the last week. I haven't ate no watermelon because the last watermelon I had, it got me nauseated. They're putting some type of shit in the watermelon, like the fruit. All the resources or the quality of the resources is getting more like less. Because the land, the resources from the land, they're getting less. They're not as let's just say that the quality of the resources is not the same. So the fruit that is grown, like a lot of you guys say, oh, fruit is healthy, but the fruit that's grown in 2025 is not the same fruit that was grown in 2016. That's why the fruit doesn't taste the same. The food doesn't taste the same because food is all grown. To make food, it comes from the ground. So like potato chips is potatoes. Even when you say cookies and shit, that's still wheat. They still grow it. So all food comes from like growing from the ground. It comes from growing from the ground. So the soil of this land and the fruit and shit, the quality is like taking a huge dip. It's taking a huge dip. So this is why like the food tastes like shit, and it's not the same. It's not good like it used to be no more. So when I ate this watermelon, it didn't taste the same. And since I fast a lot, I can taste this shit more so than the average person. What the fuck is that? So I gave up watermelon. I kind of like all the fruit. I just like watermelon is like the only fruit I fuck with. And I fuck with apples. And then I had an apple yesterday. That shit was fucking like it tasted weird. Like everything is just like that's why I fast a lot. Like I can't eat. The only reason I'm eating like right now I'm cooking this organic chicken because I'm about to make this like Nigerian shit. That's like the only thing I can eat is like this Nigerian soup. That's the only thing I can eat. I can't eat anything else because everything tastes like fucking shit. And it gets me nauseated and it's like I don't even think like I'm even meant to even eat food. Like this shit is just everything is disgusting. Like I'm scared. I'm scared to eat a lot of shit. Like I'm hella scared to eat a lot because I be getting it and before I eat something, my heart be beating. I'm like I'm scared to eat it because I don't want to get me nauseated and sick. Because most of this shit is just horrible for you, and I can really taste that shit. Like, but I think it's the universe. It's punished. It's like because when I eat, I don't eat out of hunger. I eat out of like pleasure and like I want to get high. Like when I eat, it's like it gets me high. I don't eat out of hunger, so it's like I think it's like the universe like telling me like punish me for like oh you're abusing it like because like I don't really get hungry like that no more. Like I have to go probably like that 21 days, and even then when I ended that fast, I only ate like an apple and some watermelon, and I was full for like the whole day after that 24-day fast. Where the fuck is that? Oh, there it is. Yeah, but you see somebody ask me questions. Nervous asking why are you so do you have a native English speaking parents at Femerson? I don't really even know to be honest. I just talk. I'm not gonna even like front like I know. I don't know. I just speak at the end of the day. I just yeah. You probably because you just a different language. You speak a different language. Damn, a lot of fucking. But oh shit, it's 8:38. I'm not gonna end up any of this live stream. I just wanna. What's good with it, Mysterio? How you been? Shit, just chilling right now. Yeah, I'm about to start another fast either tomorrow or on Saturday. No later than Saturday, I'm gonna start another one. This one I'm gonna do this one probably. I'm gonna do this one probably 21 days. I probably go longer, maybe shorter, but I'm not doing anything less than 10 days or 14 days. Like every fast I do, I have to do for at least a minimum of 14 days. God damn, that shit hurt my head. I hit my head on the fucking microwave. Yeah, I'm just cutting up this fucking shit right now. I haven't ate anything all day. The only thing I had was an apple this morning. I'm not to be honest. Like the only reason I'm eating this shit because I kind of like just feel like eating this shit. Because when you're fasting and you're breath there, like and you go on these long fasts, the main reason like you want to start eating is not because you're hungry per se, because it gets bored. Like sometimes you may get bored or you want to like get high. It's like you haven't smoked weed in like 2 weeks, and then you smoke, and then you feel good. Like if you go on a fast for like 18 days, 20 days, even like some of you guys who are new, like 7 days, and you end it, it's like a drug in a way. You get high from it. That's why you guys got to be careful because when you start fasting and you're new to it, it can actually create food addictions because when you're fasting, you're putting yourself through some type of like some in a way you're putting yourself through like a trauma. And if you don't know like what you're doing, you're gonna My bad. One of my relatives walked in. I didn't want to get them on camera because I don't know if they want to be on camera. So that's why I had to go. But hold on, give me 1 minute, guys. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna put this chicken on. I'm cutting some chicken right now. Yeah, yeah. I'm about to cook my fucking Nigerian soup. What do you think? Are you back on the video game way? Yeah, I be playing video. I'm about to. I don't play that much. The only time I really play video games like if I'm like really like bored, nothing to do. I'm about to get the Borderlands 4. I think it comes out tomorrow. I'm probably gonna stream it live tomorrow. I was gonna stream it live tomorrow if I get it because I'm gonna get it tomorrow. I think it releases tomorrow. So I was about to stream it tomorrow because like I don't even really fuck with games, but I fuck with the Borderlands. So yeah, I'm probably gonna you catch me on like it's funny you asked me that because I was about to go live tomorrow playing that shit. But yeah, some of these video games they're just not fun anymore. Like most of the games just they're not fun. Like I like video games, but the games that they make now are just lame. They're just very boring and shit. Like they just yeah, they're not the. But hold on, I'll be right back. Give me a minute, guys. I'll be back. Sorry, guys. I just had to put my shit on. Everything's good though. But damn, I gotta take my clothes from the dryer. Yeah, I don't really play too many games like that, to be honest. Like I play them every now and then. Like if I'm bored or nothing to do, or even then, like I don't know, just it depends. Like I play game, but like when I do my fast, like the longer I go on my fast, the more like I can't play games. I can't like it's weird. Like the only time I can play games it's like the same reason I can watch a lot of social media. I have to be in a very low state to find that shit entertaining. If I'm like on a fast for like 30, like when I went on my 24-day fast, when I was like deep into it, I couldn't even play games. I couldn't watch YouTube. I just wanted to be outside and just do things. I wanted to walk and go to the park and walk and engage and just do shit in the real world. I can't just be in the like I just can't do it. That's what I realized. But I do be playing sometimes. I'll play it every now and then. But yeah, I don't fuck with Fortnite. I fucking hate that game. That game is boring as hell. It's not that I don't like it because like a lot of people, oh fuck Fortnite. It's just boring as fuck. Like it's just boring. Like I tried playing it and it's just boring as hell. I just can't do it. Like if I like something, I like it. If I don't like something, it's not because I hate it. It's because it's fucking boring and it's not. Like I like games where it's like a lot of shooting and nonstop action. I hate these dumbass. That's why I don't like the games now. Like all the games now are made for old ass grandpas and shit. Like they're so slow and sluggish, and you gotta walk, and it's like a simulator. It's like they're too realistic. I don't like games that are realistic. Like I like games that are fast and shooting and just always action. I hate these slow ass, boring ass. You gotta be tactical and you gotta. I hate that shit. But yeah. And the crazy thing is, the entertainment is not even entertaining no more. Like, it's not even entertaining. So I don't even know what the fuck are people like. It'd be one thing if this shit was entertaining. It's like I can understand a drug addict getting high off drugs because drugs actually make you feel good. But I would never understand how some people can watch dumbass shit or some people can watch movies or play certain game. I can't understand that. Like people will be like, "Oh, this person's a drug addict," but drugs actually make you feel good and take you into a whole nother world and zone you out. But then motherfuckers will sit there and like normalize watching fucking prank videos. Like that shit is boring and lame and stupid. You see what I'm saying? Like it's retarded. People consume entertainment that's not even entertaining. I don't get it. The entertainment is so lame that it's like that's why they have to make like 4K. They have to make it like all these other things because like when you put it's like they have to make the device you're watching it more advanced so it's more entertaining. So when you watch a show in 4K or 8K, it's more entertaining, not because the show's entertaining, because it looks better. So it's like, you see what I'm saying? Like they gotta make like fucking 4K or some shit. So now you're watching your lame ass fucking content in 4K, so it's more clearer. So it's like that's what makes it entertaining. Like it ain't that it's entertaining. It's just they gotta make this shit more entertaining. That's what like the video games, they gotta make it like high frame rates. Like make the game actually good. But then they'll make the graphics like this graphics always stay the same, but they just make the frame rates higher. Like even when you get like these PCs and shit, like these high end PCs, like the graphics fucking like they look the same, But what makes a difference is the frame rates is higher. So the graphics look the same, but then they tweak the way how fast the images roll and the resolution, and it gives you the illusion that the game looks better. So if you play like a game in like 300 frame rates with like 8K, the game still is boring and it looks the same, but then it gives you the illusion that it's better and it's more. It's like that's how lame the shit is. They can't make the actual content good. They have to make the technology that you're watching the content good to make it entertaining. That's how fucking retarded. Like, it's just crazy. Yeah, I don't like to be slow. So and the stories are stuck. Every fucking video game story is nothing but masonry. Like if you look at if you go to the last 10 games that was released, look at the story. It's always has a theme of some masonry shit. Like just look at it. Like every single game, it doesn't matter what game it is. It's always surrounded by masonry. Even RPGs, it's all like colonial masonry. Elder Scrolls, it's the same shit. Fucking even all these other games. Like I don't know. There's like it's either army or some colonial shit or it's about space. It's all about like masonry though. All the video games. That's another reason I can't really fuck with them that much because like they all have lame ass, boring ass stories. Like the story's just boring, and it's like, yeah, to be honest, they are. It's all the same shit. But then like even when they do new shit, it's lame. Like I don't know, man. It just it's all retarded to be honest. To be honest, it kind of like, and if you think about it, like I don't even think they. I think they make the games shitty on deliberately. Let's think about it. If they make the games too good and they make the games too cheap, then everybody be sitting on their fat lazy asses playing video games. Why do you think like a gaming PC is like $5,000 for a top tier gaming computer? It's like 5 grand, or these games are like $80 a game. Like because they don't want to. And think about it, if they made video games cheap and you could have the highest PC setup for like $20, everybody will be on their fat ass sitting at home playing game and nobody will be working for the system. They price technology and certain things within the matrix based upon like certain situations. Like for example, like they don't want you to be sitting on your ass playing games all day and not working, but then at the same time they want you to be distracted with games. So they anybody who can afford video games, especially like the high end PC shit, you have to be working or in the system making money. They don't want somebody who works at McDonald's to be able to afford something high end because then they'll just sit their lazy asses and be addicted to gaming and not be productive. So it's like, and then that's why the games probably suck nowadays because if they make the games too good and too addicting and too massive, everybody go back to 2000, 2004. Back in 2004, there was a game called World of Warcraft. That game was like hella. It's kind of like what Fortnite is today. Like it was hella addicting, and people were playing it and having addictions and shit to it because they make the game so like they make the game so like massive and addicting in a way. And like if you look at it, there's certain like laws and shit where you can't make. I think there was a law in China or something where, or even Fortnite. They were suing Fortnite because they said Fortnite was too addicting and like they were getting sued. So they can't make the game too good because if they make the games too good, people get addicted to it. And then so it's like that's what probably one reason why the video games suck nowadays because they don't want to make them too good. That's why the quality of them has gone down. Yeah, if they made all the games good, everybody'd be a fat ass sitting on that like that. It's like that movie. They say that movie Wally. I didn't watch the movie. I just seen the beginning. It was a bunch of fat ass people in a robotic chair, and they were like, it was like those electronic wheelchairs. You just move it. You don't even walk. You just move it, and then it's watching TV and like Everybody will be like that. Or the older games didn't have no spiritual messages. I don't think nothing that these government releases has any messages. All the shit they talked about was just some common sense shit. And because if they had any spiritual messages, why is the government or the people who make these games retarded? Like you got to ask yourself, like if what they're saying is so deep, why don't they practice what they preach? A lot of the shit that they had, they don't even really have the whole. They just it's just like little symbolism that they drop. And back then, people thought it was deep, but like we're in a new time now where a lot of that information you think was deep is really just common knowledge. Like there's no such thing as really. I don't say there's no such thing as deep information. There is deep information, but you have to actually tap in to get deep information. You can't just speak out your ass and like actually have deep information. So we're in that type of time. So any government talking about like, oh, the matrix is so deep, and like back then people thought it was deep, but we're in 2025, we're on a new ship. Watch the Matrix movie. That shit's fucking retarded. Like, what the fuck are they talking about? They're not talking about shit. Matrix doesn't even exist. Who even created the word Matrix? Who the fuck even said you being plugged into something is a reality? Like, why the fuck do I gotta be plugged in? Why do I gotta take a blue or red pill? Who created a pill? Why am I swallowing something that's a foreign object into my fucking body? Like, you see, like we asking all these questions now, so it's all just bullshit. When you look at it, when you look at all this shit that they try to make deep, it's like everybody trying to discuss the meaning of life and what life is, but never actually discussing prospering within life. All these stupid ass white people and shit like Bashar and Terrence McKenna, they can tell you what they think life is, but they can never tell you about prospering in life and how we get rid of this fucking wicked ass government. And why the fuck is this government even in the fucking way? You see what I'm saying? Like, why are they in the way? And how do we get rid of them? That's the true prosperity and advancing forward. As long as they're here and creating a problem, don't talk to me about shit about life and what the meaning of life and how to find within. Get the fuck out of here. Not to say you don't do the work, but the work should be done to get to a point where we don't need government or the government fades away because people see through it. Not they're still here rolling and you just want to be somebody who I found myself and I'm within, but yeah, you still work at a job and you think you're better than your coworker, but you still got to go and pay bills and work at that same stupid ass job. Get the fuck out of here. It's dumb. I don't even like anime. I fucking hate anime. That shit's always been boring. I tried when I was younger. I had friends like, "Oh, go watch Dragon Ball Z. Go watch whatever these shows are like." Inuyasha. I tried watching it. Like they'll go, "Oh, watch this show." I go home and I'll watch it. I could never get it. This shit always bored the fuck out of me. It's like I never liked it because it was boring to me. Like anime was always boring. I could never get into it. I tried getting into it because my friends used to talk about it and shit, and then I'll go home and watch it, and it just was boring as fuck. I never liked anime. It never. Yeah, he said you play cyber. I have Cyberpunk. I play it every now and then. It's just too damn boring. They talk too fucking much in that game. Like it's a good game, like the gameplay, but they talk too fucking much, and it's just a bunch of rhetoric and dumbass shit. I'm like, get to the damn point. Every now and then I'll play it. I really only play games when I'm going on an extended fast. Like if I'm on an extended fast, that's when I play games the most because I don't mind really. I'm not saying I don't like wasting time, but I feel like when I'm doing that, I'm still because when you're fasting, every hour you're healing. So I can go play a video game and waste a few hours if I'm fasting compared to if I'm not fasting. Then it's just like I can't. I feel like I'm just wasting my fucking time playing a game. Like I love playing games when I'm fasting because I feel like I can. It's just like the time that I'm wasting is not because I'm healing and I'm just getting more. But usually when I get deep into my fast, I don't even really want to like because once you get deep into a fast, Like really, everyone's different. Some people 7, some people 10. It just depends on where you're at. You really don't even want to do anything that is synthetic and fake. This is why you see a lot of these people, they want to be out and walk around, be out in the, because when you go outside, that's when you feel the energy more. The energy is more like you get high when you go outside because those negative ions, you feel them, you feel everything more. That's what when you go on an extended fasted state, especially like 9-10 days. uh, don't be around people who are smoking cigarettes. Don't touch harmful chemicals. Don't breathe in a lot of harmful shit because your body is. Last time when I was I was like day 12 on my fast. Not last time, but one fast I was doing. This nigga was smoking cigarettes, and I just breathed it in a little. You know when you smell cigarette, I just smell a little bit, and then I felt kind of nauseated, and I like because your body is more pure, and it's when you're in a fasted state, you're absorbing, since you're not eating, you're absorbing oxygen from the environment more intensely. So if you smell something that's even like if like food and smelling stuff that's not bad is different. Like when you smell food, you smell it, it smells good, and it'll smell like it triggers certain type of like it's more intense. It's a more intense experience. When you smell like chemicals or smoke, like especially cigarette, you want to be away from it. That's what they say when you go on this one breatharian. He's a practice. He like teaches people how to like. He does breatharian retreats. He says if you're going on an extended fast for over 7 days, he suggests doing it in nature, in a enclosed space. Don't just be going out, especially with these cities and the exhaust, because your body's going to be taking in a lot of these chemicals, especially when you're like on day 10 of a fast. Your body's going to take in a lot of chemicals. So you don't want to be around like negative environments where there's a lot of chemicals. Even like when I first started fasting back in 2019, I got an I was on like a 4-day fast, and this was new to me. And I got an X-ray from the doctor, and the X-ray like it fucked me up. Like I just started having like you know what I think it was neuropathy when your legs start tingling. I just started feeling all these symptoms and shit because that X-ray had radiation, and I was so new to fasting, and my body was so like in an absorption state. I absorbed that radiation, and I was feeling it, and I felt fucked up, and ever since that day, I never got a fucking X-ray again in my life. I never. Last time they tried to, when I twisted my leg a few years ago, they tried to give me an X-ray. I have to tell the doctor I can't get no X-ray because I'm scared. Like when I tell you guys like I can't do shit, I'm like this. I feel like I'm in a position where this is why I preach minimalist and not needing shit. I don't speak about this shit because I'm somehow better or my experience has told me I don't need anything. Because anytime there'll be times when I go out to try to do things and be like a so-called normal person and do things, and I will always get pushback. So it's put me to the point where I'm like, I don't need shit and I'm minimalist. So this is where I speak like this. I'm speaking from my experiences, not because I'm arrogant or I think I'm better. Or I don't need it. I'm some Gandhi whole. I'm not speaking from that position. I'm speaking because I've tried to be normal. I've tried to consume shit and I've got pushback. So it's easier for me to just say fuck it. I don't need anything. Even when it comes to like money and shit, it's like other than bills, like the spirit made it where like I don't really need money for shit other than bills and building what I got going on. Like when it comes to just frivolous activity and having fun, that shit doesn't make me have fun. Having fun for me is going on an extended fast and just being present. That's fun for me. Like that's what it is. Like I have to be high. When I was in my lower self, I always was smoke weed 24/7. Always had a pen. Always was smoking. People used to tell me, "Oh, he just smokes and shit." Because I always needed to be high. I always needed to be drunk. But when I started fasting, I had to give that up. But I noticed when I get deeper into fast, I'm high off life. I'm high off because when you go on a fast, your energy is so pure and everything is so like I can't explain it. Like some of you guys may understand, but so if I'm not in an intoxicated, drugged out state under alcohol or or painkillers or weed, I have to be in an extended fasted state. I can never just be somebody who's not fasting or who's not doing drugs because that's when I become inauthentic to myself. I'm more authentic to myself when I'm doing drugs because when I'm doing drugs, I'm more authentic to myself when I'm doing drugs compared to when I'm not fasting or I'm not doing drugs. You see what I'm saying? So when I'm in the middle spot, I'm actually in my least authentic state. When I'm on drugs and I'm on alcohol and pills, I'm actually can tap in more. But it's like I said, it's a cheat, it's a shortcut, and you can't cheat and you can't do a shortcut. And anytime I cheat and do a shortcut to get to certain knowledge and wisdom, the spirit will make me not be able to use that cheat or shortcut. If you get what I'm saying. So hold on, let me check on my chicken. I think it's almost done. So when I speak like this, don't make me think I'm arrogant or I'm just in my ego. And no, I'm speaking like this because life experiences put me to this fucking point. Yeah, I've gotten to the point where I had it, and I'm fed up, and I'm tired of wasting my time. So I don't need shit, and I'm not gonna waste my time and my energy on shit. That's why I don't. Well, yeah. Hold on, I'll be right back, guys. Yeah. Yeah, but that's when I tell you guys like I'm minimalist and all these other people they be all minimalist, but they just do it because of like they just seen a YouTube video and they want to just be cool and they're trying to be all this and that. No, nigga, like I don't even want to call it minimalist because it's not even that. Like when you call it when somebody talks about, oh, I'm a minimalist, or that means that they actually care about shit, but they're trying to not care about it. Because if you really were it, you wouldn't even call it anything. I just say so you guys can see what I'm talking about, but in reality, it's just living life and stripping yourself over shit. Like you don't need like you'll have other people like they be all spiritual, like, oh, I'm spiritual, but I'm gonna be in the real world and I'm spiritual. And I was like, motherfucker, like you ain't if you have to keep saying that, obviously you battling with something. Like just do what the fuck you want to do. Like if you want to fucking work a shitty ass job and be a regular bot, then be it. No one's stopping you. But when you start trying to say, well, I'm trying to have equilibrium. I'm being in the real world. Why do you even gotta bring that shit up? Nigga, just fucking do your fucking thing and be a bot and work a 9 to 5. Nothing wrong with it if that's what you want to do. But don't sit here and try to act like that's spiritual or that isn't spiritual. Like, why do you even bring it up? Just fucking do your fucking thing and live your life and talk truth and talk about what you're trying to accomplish. Like, that's why I hate that word spirituality because motherfuckers try to make it look like, oh, this person's not spiritual. The spiritual community is this. And first of all, motherfucker, who the fuck said that the spiritual community even existed like that? All I see is a bunch of people that are trying to overcome negative habits and be their most realest version. That ain't spirituality. That's life, nigga. Everything you talking as spiritual is your life. What are you talking about? Oh, the spirit, the soul, my past life. Bitch, that's your fucking life. That's your existence. That's your experience. Isn't that what the fuck we are? My spirit and my soul is a result of what the fuck I'm doing right now. So that's life. That's not spiritual, unless you want to call everything spiritual in this world. And at that point, why even call it a name? Just say we live in life. But why do people got to differentiate what's spiritual and what's not spiritual? Somebody being a bum ass nigga, that's, you can call that spiritual and you can call that not spiritual. Really, at the end of the day, they're existing and they live in their life. They're in a bum ass mindset, which is why they're in that bum ass space. So isn't the spirit like the mind and everything, or not the mind, but isn't the mind create the experience and the reality? So whatever you're experiencing, you call that spirituality, damn near. Like, that's why I tell you guys what I do. I can give a fuck what somebody else does. I'm not gonna tell you what you need to do, what you don't need to do. What I do is what I do, and if you've helped you, it helps you. But I'm not gonna tell you guys, well, to be spiritual, you have to do. I don't know what the fuck you need to do. I'm not gonna tell you to go work a 9 to 5. And what I will tell you is what I do. I don't work a 9 to 5. If you need to do that, I won't tell you to not do that. But I'm not gonna promote working a 9 to 5. You're out of your fucking mind. If you feel that that's what you need to do, you can come up with that on your own cognitive, whatever the fuck you call it. Come up with that on your own accord. Like if you need to wipe your ass, there should be things in your life that show you need to wipe your ass. You don't need to come to my channel and have me say, hey, if you're spiritual, you wipe your ass. I don't have to tell you that. I could be like, I don't wipe my ass. I'm not doing it. And you should know for yourself if you need to wipe your ass based on what you're going through. You shouldn't have to confirm that with me. And even if you confirm you have to wipe your ass, you shouldn't be going on the internet wiping your ass is spiritual. Everyone needs to wipe their ass. What if somebody doesn't need to? What if somebody is on a bet saying, what if somebody doesn't need to wipe their ass? What if somebody's like, somebody betted me $500 to not wipe my ass, and they're broke and they're homeless, and if they don't wipe their ass, they get $500. So that person doesn't need to wipe their ass because they can easily get some come up with not wiping their ass, which won't do them no harm if it's for a few days. So it's like, who the fuck is anyone really to tell anyone anything? Like, that's what I'm saying. That's what I don't fuck with is the whole so-called spiritual community. They try to tell you what the fuck you need to do or not do. Whereas, like, motherfucker, tell yourself what you need to do or not do. Don't tell me what to do or not do. Tell yourself that. And then whatever you're going through, present that. And if people agree, they agree. Because if that's the case, that's why, because I used to come up on this bitch a few years ago or a year ago, and I used to be like, well, I'm not trying to tell you what to do, or I'm doing this, but I don't gotta explain myself to you. Like I'm gonna tell you what I do and how I do it. If you don't agree, you can kick the fuck at rocks and get out. And first of all, second of all, you're a grown ass man or woman. Ain't no, I see my analytics. I ain't got no kids watching me. So if you're grown, you should know what you need to do. Like I don't need to tell somebody because you have people out here. Oh, he didn't say this, so he's not spiritual. Like I'll be talking about breatharianism, and you got dumbass motherfuckers come on my page, be like, "What? You don't need this person doesn't eat, and they're spiritual and they have knowledge. Then why the fuck you watching me, nigga? Go watch them. Obviously, you're not into breatharianism, so go watch them and find out how they like the fuck. Like, why would you even say that on my channel? Like, I'm supposed to sit there and I'm telling you what the fuck I went through, bitch. I don't give a fuck about your spirituality and your path. I care about mine and people who resonate. That's it. People need to mind their fucking business and find what works for them. I'm not trying to appease everyone. I'm not trying to sit here and, oh, it's all equilibrium. We can do this. We can do. I give a not to say that's wrong, but why the fuck are you talking about what another person may go through if you're not going through it, just so you can feel that you um can like unless you like the fuck unless you're like some type of like teacher where you're trying to help somebody who's coming to you to ask for help, that's a different thing. But I don't consider myself that. I consider myself somebody explaining what I'm doing in my life and what resonates. And this is the time we're in. There really ain't no teachers. First of all, why you even need a teacher to teach you how to wipe your own ass spiritually? You shouldn't need that. Shit's crazy. Like you got a bunch of grown ass men and women on social media And it's funny how everybody wants to be treated like an adult, but when you come on social media, it seems like that shit goes out the window. Oh, I'm an adult. You have to pay bills. You got to live, move out your parents' house. You're an adult. But you go on social media. Oh, this influencer, he's misleading the people. Oh, you didn't tell me to do this. I went 3 days without eating and I threw up. He influenced me. Shut the fuck up. Nobody told you that, nigga. Your grown ass should have known. Just like you know how to pay your bills and rent and how you shouldn't live at your mother's house because society will make fun of you because you live at your parents' house, which whatever. But you know these things. You should know what the fuck you need to do and not do. Like, why would you just listen to everything I'm saying? Or it's not like if it resonates, it resonates. But somehow, when you're a grown ass man or woman, you get on social media, you're just like you got a child. Society would treat it like it's a child's mind, which it is a child's mind. People do have children mind, but why when niggas would go turn 18, they can go take a fucking innocent person's life in a fake ass war. You can go fucking get kicked out of your parents' house and be a homeless bum on the street at 18. You're because you're grown, but then somehow you're misleading the people in this. Man, shut the fuck up. Everybody's a grown ass man or woman until they take their ass on social media. Then they're a fucking kid, and whoever they're following needs to talk a certain way, or you're not right, or like motherfuckers. I used to like motherfuckers come on my shit like, what about breatharian? It's not about this. They're trying to like talk like why you don't need to fast. Like, bitch, you don't need to fast. I'm doing this because I want to do it, and it has benefits to me. I've never said it has benefits, and everybody needs to be doing it. And do I even need to say that? I don't need to say that. All I have to say is what the fuck I'm doing. And if it doesn't resonate, then move the fuck along. Obviously, it doesn't benefit everyone because how many breatharian people you know? And then you see a lot of people still prospering in their own way. So that should just tell you common sense. The fuck? And you don't know what the fuck experience. Like people assume that you're doing shit because they're doing shit. Like they'll get mad that you're not explaining shit a certain way, but then they will talk to you like they know why you're doing something. Like, oh, you're doing this because you're trying to live forever, or you're trying to do like who the fuck said I want to live forever? You can. First of all, it's not about living forever. It's about being in alignment with yourself. Like so, like when you like, I don't know. You guys get what I'm saying? Like this is crazy. I'm just trying to get you guys to realize it. Well, I'm sure you guys realize it, but then this is not just with spirituality, it's with everything in life. Like, don't like look at shit. Don't take this social media shit like because 99% of the shit on this fucking shit is just people just projecting, talking about what they talk about. I talk about what I'm experiencing, what I'm going through. That's it. I'm not trying to sit there and oh, I'm teaching this, and that's why I don't even really talk about astrology and shit. Because when you look at astrology, it's like when you're living your life in real life, based upon what you're going through, is what the astrology is. So what you're going through, which I don't know what you're going through, you use the astrology for that. When you have all these motherfuckers every day talking about, oh, the moon is in Libra, this and that. The moon's in Libra, the sun's in Libra, and the moon's in Virgo. So you want to build a network with people on your work and what you're doing, but bitch, you don't even know if I'm in a situation like you don't know what the fuck is going on, like with that person. Like that person could be in a hospital bedridden, and their health which also rules Virgo, and then they have to like you see what I'm saying? Like it's other shit that goes involved, or maybe somebody poisoned them, somebody in their relationship poisoned them, relationship seventh house, so it affected their health. Moon and Virgo, so they're in the hospital because somebody poisoned them, and it could be that, but then they'll play. Oh, you got to communicate and talk to people because Moon's and Virgo, or maybe it doesn't even have to do with any of that. Maybe it's just certain situations play out. Like it's just what I'm saying. Like people are dumb. Remember, every single day people die. Every single day people get raped. Every single day somebody has a good circumstance happen to them. But at the same time, there's days where the moon is in a negative position. Jupiter's in a positive position. So when Jupiter and the sun is in a positive position, oh, it's a good thing to do this. But yet, didn't somebody just die that day? Because people die every day. So no matter if so, I'm not saying that the astrology doesn't work, but You got to look at your own life. When you're in alignment with self, really, you'll notice the astrology plays out. Like, remember I said, don't work hard. If you're trying to work hard to understand astrology, that doesn't make sense. You're supposed to actually be your authentic self. And when you're doing that, the astrology plays out by itself. You automatically start doing shit and know what to do. And it's like it all connects. When you gotta, oh, the moon's in this, the sun's in this, I gotta do this because the sun's in Libra. So I'm gonna start communicating for the next 30. Nigga, shut the fuck up. If you be with alignment with self, nigga, shit will come naturally. What the fuck are you gonna communicate? I could be the sun in Libra. I could go communicate with the fucking mechanic and talk about cars all day. What the fuck is that gonna get me? That's not gonna get me to where I gotta do. I don't want to. I don't give a fuck about no cars or fixing cars. But I'm communicating. I'm talking. Get the fuck out of here. Or maybe the sun's in Libra and everybody in your circle is against you, and you need to distance yourself away from motherfuckers so you can find some real people. So that whole, like, you see what I'm saying? Hold on, I'll be right back. But it's, you see what I'm saying? Just use your brain, guys. Hold on. But I'm probably gonna get out of here, guys. I've been on here for over 2 hours. I'm gonna be back on probably within a few more days. I'm gonna start my fast tomorrow or Saturday, and then yeah, last one I did. When did I end my last one? I forgot. Like, I don't even count the days. The only reason I count the days is because I want to like show you guys how many days I'm doing. But beyond that, like, I don't even like counting days because it makes it where it puts you in the mindset where you're working hard. Like, fast. Anytime you say you're fasting, that's working hard. This is supposed to be just you being in a normal state, and you just say, "I'm just not eating." Once you make it a big deal, then it's a problem. That's working hard. You want to be national alignment. That's why even the whole concept of eating healthy, and I want to say this before I get off, the whole concept of eating healthy, that's a psyop, that's a scam. People, you see how you see how you'll see these people on Instagram. Um, this is they'll go into a grocery store and be like, this is GMO. You don't want to eat this. You don't want to eat this. This is a bioengineered ingredient, and it hurts the liver. Like, that's a psyop in a way, because health is not about that. That's working hard. That's thinking too much. It's about being in alignment. If you're addicted to drugs, if you're addicted to hamburgers, and you don't change your mind and you just start eating juices and fruit, you're going to start treating juices and fruit like a drug. So now, what juice do I have? I got to have this juice. I have to mix it with this herb. You're going to be one of those fanatics and those health nuts, and don't eat this and don't eat this. But why are you worrying about consumption? It's to be about being in alignment. And if you need to consume, you need to consume, but ultimately going with the flow. And if you're on a so-called breatharian path, you should be trying to eliminate these things to the point where it's effortlessly, and it's not overnight. This shit is not overnight. This shit takes years. Where I got to right now, I've been doing this for 4 years when I started doing yoga. When I started doing yoga, that's when I started opening up a blocked channel in my neck. And as I did that over time, my appetite and the amount of energy that was coming in me and me not needing to eat, it decreased. So like I would say that just this year, my appetite decreased to a certain point where I can go days without water and I'm straight. But last year it wasn't like that, and but it was, I still was feeling it with the food, but it took, I've been doing this since 2021, yoga, so it takes time. I'm not saying this shit is overnight, but I have been preaching this message since, you remember I told you yoga, fast, and qigong. I've been saying that. So if you guys were doing it back when I was saying it, you guys would know what I'm doing. And shout out to Mysterio. He knows what he's been doing it for over a year, the qigong. Yeah, shout out to my nigga Mysterio. Yeah, that's okay. If you get off, don't, that's fine. Just get back on. That's the thing. You get back on. It's not about falling off. Because when you fall off and you let it hit you and you think too much, you're gonna just stay off, and then you're gonna feel even more bad, and then you're gonna stay off even more. Get back on and just start again. That's good, man. That's very good. Just stay at it and keep on it. Sometimes life is gonna throw you shit where you just feel it's too hectic and you don't feel the energy to do it. But if that's the case, then that's the case. But get back on it. You don't have to. This have to be permanent, because we all go through shit where things happen, and but you just have to be on it. But I'm gonna have to get off this shit right now. I'm gonna be back with you guys. If I wasn't cooking this shit right now, I probably would um, be a little longer. But it's 2 hours and shit, so this is good enough. And shout out to everybody. I'm gonna start doing a lot more of these lives. At first, I was thinking about like getting off the lives and not doing lives, but I'm like, no, fuck that. I'm about to say my shit. I'm not on YouTube for money, for clout, for, I'm just speaking because I like to do this and this is my thing. I'm not on here for any fucking reason. Like, so I'm about to stay on this bitch and speak whatever I gotta speak. So I'm gonna hit you guys up later, and I'm out. Peace.